Welcome back to the Lowell Rickert Show on the Lowell Rickert Network. We just talked a little bit about Flyers, uh, little Phillies, some updates here. Talking NBA here. Brooklyn Nets 97-83. They beat Toronto, force a game 7. Dallas 113-111 over San Antonio. That goes game 7. The only series that didn't go 7 games that I can recall is Washington and the Washington Wizards. They won, I think, in 6 games, I believe. So I believe 7 of the 8 games are going Game 7 in the NBA. So that's pretty phenomenal. In hockey, 3-2 Rangers beat the Penguins Game 1. And right now in the second period, Blackhawks 2-0 over Minnesota in the second. Now, I don't want to come on here every night, every time I do a video and talk Penn State. I think you guys would get sick and tired of it. I am one of the biggest Penn State fans you ever come across. But I don't want to talk about them all the time. But yesterday, there was a couple of days ago, ESPN came out that James Franklin might have committed NCAA infractions by talking to the alleged rape victim of that case with Vanderbilt football players, where 4 of them they got accused of rape. Yesterday it came out, Philly.com came out. The DA in Tennessee down there said he did absolutely nothing wrong. He knew Franklin knew the victim personally, so he did contact her, but he consoled her and gave an apology for what his players did since he's in charge of the football program. I don't think any college football coach in the country would do what James Franklin did. That's called class. Something that the media, like ESPN and the like, don't have. They don't have any ethics. Anything, something that comes out with, or that might be that they think is a problem, they're going to report it and blow it out of proportion. And I'm frankly getting sick and freaking tired of the media, ESPN, pulling this garbage. It really, really, really makes me mad. So I went on ESPN.com and saw this, and I put some posts out there how I'm so frustrated with the ESPN not doing their homework and not getting and blowing everything out of proportion. So I made it about how Sandusky's not guilty, and I got some couple comments from guys that don't know the facts, even because I went on there and I said what I did the video a few nights ago, that Sandusky's not guilty. I feel because of the lack of DNA evidence, and I pretty much got crapped on because people don't have an open mind and take a look at the whole case presented, the facts and everything else. The one guy said, "Oh, no wonder you say Sandusky's not guilty because of where I'm from." That has nothing to do with where I'm from. I followed the case, and the one thing, and the one guy said about, well, did you watch it? Did you watch the interview on Bob Costas, and all that? I should have made another comment, and it goes like this: I can go if I were in that, I can go on a TV show, a radio show, and shoot off my mouth and said I did this, this, and this. But to prove I did this, this, and this, I would need actual proof. So let's say, for example, and I know I didn't do nothing. Let's say let's say I go on one of those shows and I say I shot somebody when I actually didn't. Um, I could say that, but there has to be actual proof that I actually did it. Would do something like that. If there's no proof, I didn't do it. So I can go on. I can say to anybody that I shot somebody or raped somebody, etc. For example, I could go on and shoot off my mouth all I want, but if there's no proof that I actually did it, I can say whatever I want. Now it'd be dumb to do it. It'd be stupid to do something like that. But I can go. But for this example, I can say that. There has to be actual proof I did it. And in the case of Jerry Sandusky, there was no DNA. Like I said the previous couple nights ago, if you're going to prove somebody guilty of sexual abuse or whatever, you would think you would need DNA evidence, and they didn't have DNA evidence. And when I forget what victim number Aaron Fisher was, he he even said John Ziegler, who I mentioned, he said he even interviewed Aaron Fisher, if I recall right, on FrameReturner.com. He interviewed him, and he even said that he wasn't Jerry Sandusky didn't rape him. And there's no other proof except by testimony from the victims themselves that they were raped, but there was no actual evidence to prove otherwise. Besides, and if you're gonna go by interviews from these victims and from to prove a case, man, I think you need to go back to criminal justice school and retake the class. That's just my personal opinion, and I truly believe um, he's not guilty based on the facts and the evidence of the case that were presented. And I really believe that he was helping these kids shower because they were mentally challenged. They could had a hard time taking care, washing themselves, bathing themselves, and he helped them out, and that's what happened. And I truly believe that's what happened. But everybody, jumped the gun, and that's sexual abuse, sexual assault, whatever. But I'm really frustrated with the media because they don't do their homework. Um, so every time something happens, James Franklin, there's a hint it's gonna get blown up. And quite frankly, I'm getting fed up. I'm tired of it. I don't want to come on here every night and talk and come on here for every video and talk Penn State with stuff like this. But I'm I'm very mad. So um, I would like to take some people from ESPN and wring their neck. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. But so we'll see what happens. I hope you're supposed to have when you're as a reporter, you're supposed to report on the facts, not sensationalized stories, and you're supposed to have ethics. And 99.9% don't, and it's very sad. So when I come on here, I try to present facts to the best of my ability. I don't BS anybody. I give them what my opinion is based on information on stuff that I see, watch, and read about. Blah 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 blah. So, and I'm gonna continue to do that. So, we're gonna end on that note. I just want a reminder: tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. The Dick Frelick River River Walk and Run. Uh, I believe you could probably still register tomorrow morning before that. I know last year they started registration again like at 7 a.m. and I imagine it'll go up until shortly before the start. I don't know what the cost, how much the cost goes up if you're going to be a late registrant. So uh, that's a fun time. One of these years I will walk or run. I don't know, but I like helping Jeremy out. Known him for a long time, good guy, and I know he really cared for his grandpa. And I had him. He was my guidance counselor too when I was in school, and I know a lot of you had him as your guidance counselor as well. He's a class act, good guy. So this is a good cause. And also, the Cherry Blossom Festival is tomorrow after the River Walk, the walk and run. So take advantage of that. Hope to see you guys out and about tomorrow. I got a busy day, so uh, have a good weekend. We'll probably maybe do one either tomorrow. We might do one the rest of the weekend. Phillies and Nationals is a big series, and we got tons of playoffs, NBA and NHL. So and we might even talk a little more, talk some football too. Drafts next week. So until sometime tomorrow, this is the Low Worker Show, Low Worker Network. Have a good night, and hope to see you at the Riverwalk or the Cherry Blossom tomorrow. See ya!